What was it the Beatles used to say? Can't buy me love. I think of that when I think of this last church, Laodicea. Her response pretty much to the Lord is meh, can't be bothered. They don't need the Lord. At least they don't think they do. But anyway, good morning. This is Aunt Beth. Welcome to my lamppost. I have a new doodad that I'm trying out because I know I don't talk very loudly. So you'll have to let me know what you think. And thinking of that as far as comments, I really screwed up because I was playing around with the channel settings and I lost all the comments that you all have put for the past 2 or 3 months. So I'm sorry. You may want to check to see if you're subscribed. Anyway, end times. Last church that Jesus calls out in the book of Revelation. Meh. That's pretty much her response. Do you ever love somebody and they just couldn't be bothered? I think of that sometimes, and sometimes I think that the opposite of love is not necessarily hate, but total disinterest. I mean, if somebody hates you, at least they care. You've got something that's bothering them that you've got leverage with. But if somebody just can't be bothered, and I think of that as the Laodicea church, we used to have a collie. Boy, she was strong-willed. Her full name was Ragamuffin, but we always called her Muffin. And if she didn't want to do something, she wasn't gonna. She couldn't be bothered. And boy, gave us all a rough ride. I think she thought of us as just sort of a meal ticket and a place to stay. Couldn't motivate her to come in, especially when it was cold. That thick coat collies have, they just stay out there. She had all she needed as far as she was concerned. She was not interested. There wasn't a mutual admiration society going on. And I think of that about the Laodicean church. I mean, they're all powerful. I mean, God is all powerful. But he can't make you do anything because he gave us free will. So all these people that are playing church and think that they got it covered and, happy clappy patty cake kind of stuff. When the rubber hits the road, their bank account or social standing isn't going to do them much good, is it? But there's nothing God can do about it except for warn them. So, oh boy, stirring ourselves up, that's really hard, stirring yourself up. But that's what we need to do. Sometimes I think the overcomers have overcome themselves. It's the first thing and the major thing that they've overcome. Anyway, so if I get myself together, I will post these, figure out how to do it and post these, and hopefully I don't wipe out anything else. But next week, we're going to start going to the throne room and talking about the seals and the trumpets and the bowls. Oh boy. Anyway, have a fabulous week and let me know if the microphone is working, and I'll talk to you all later. All God's best.